How's it going, traveling family? So today we'll be driving to Santa Cruz, California to visit the mystery spot to see the mystery of the place. Right after that, we'll be heading to Crow's Nest to grab something to eat for dinner. But before then, we'll be driving to McDonald's to grab some coffee and some food for breakfast. See you then.
Let's go ahead and get started. Now, this whole thing originally began about, I would say 80 years ago. This land was sold to a gentleman named George Prather. Now, George, he buys this land and he sends out surveyors. And these surveyors, they walk up this hill and they note that there's a force pressing against their chest. When you enter the mystery spot, we notice that you lean. And I'm not even talking about the drink. I'm talking about a physical act, and I'll show you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break down on this level, and I'm going to show you with my own level that these should be flat. Now, that right there looks good. Do you see how that bubble sits in the middle? So that's a flat surface, right? We're gonna utilize the knowledge that those are flat, and we're gonna go ahead and get a couple people from the audience to help me out. Thank you for volunteering, thank you for volunteering. Come on up and put one foot on either side of the boards, kind of like you're using a pair of skis, okay? So find a side that you like. There you go. Katie, I'm gonna make you taller. I'm gonna shrink you ever so slightly. There's nothing. So we're gonna have you two switch places. There we go, they're gonna switch. Katie should shrink. Whoa! Wow. And a lot in that case. Now, do you feel a little taller, Harley? Yeah, and again, a great deal for $8 plus parking. When you enter the mystery spot, yes, you develop a lean. I'll show you. So right here, I'm outside. I take a step inside, and I lean. A lot of people say I fake this because I work here. I get paid to do this. You're not taking into account that I am paid minimum wage, and I'm not that invested. So, yeah, let's go. We can throw that out. Now, here's the thing. Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No worries, no worries.
All the questions.
I got you.
So you're saying that between that block and that block, that's the mystery spot, that block to my left,
yes.
But that block to my right is not the mystery spot.
Yes, correct. So basically the mystery spot, think of it as like a finite boundary. It's a really specific line. Now the way they found this back in the day, they had compasses that they would move, and basically they said that their compasses would malfunction and then stop immediately at this point. So this is kind of what...
That's like 12 inches between those two blocks.
Yeah,
like...
and that's why it's the mystery spot. It's a mysterious, amazing thing.
Okay, I have another question. What if we don't believe you? Like, what if we don't believe in this
That's
stuff?
a great point as well. And that's why I make minimum wage. I don't... have tactically stopped this here because people do say that they get dizzy when they go inside here. Now the dizziness, I'm gonna be honest, if you're a roller coaster rider or one of those type of people, you're fine. Right, so you guys are looking at me, and you notice something interesting. It's not the fact that I'm wearing ladies' pants. It's actually that right now, at this moment, I'm leaning, right? Now you're leaning too. But this is where I'm gonna have to have you kind of roll with me for a little bit. Because when I stand here, this is at no different angle than this floor, yet when I stand here, it appears as though I lean a little more. My idea is that I'm closer to the center of the mystery spot. Now I'm gonna place this in. And we're gonna notice that one side looks a little higher up. Now I also brought with me a standard issue Mark II billiard ball. I gotta ask, who thinks that this is gonna go this way? Who's a non-believer? Or who's a believer? Who's a believer? Who thinks this is gonna go this way?
There's no way it's gonna go that way.
You don't believe it?
No way.
Yes, I love it. I love it. And we got a couple believers. That's nice. Who thinks it's going this way? Okay. Non-believer, that's fair. That is fair. We need that. Who thinks it's going to stay still? Okay. Who's just tuning in now? Okay. Okay. So here we go. We're going to let this do its thing. Look at that. Stays perfectly still, right? But don't worry, there's more. I roll it in, and that ball stops. And the most interesting thing begins to happen. Now that is interesting. And feel free to peek around and look down the board. Give a look down. So you'll see that any way you look at it, you're literally looking down a board. It rolls up. But hey, say you don't believe me. We're going to try one more thing. You're in a good little corner where you can see when I put my level down here. Now, it's also not going to be what you think. But where's that bubble?
It's in the center.
Yeah, which means that that's flat. Now, if that's flat, that ball naturally comes out this way. Guys, we're going to go in, but one more test. I'm going to take a little bit of water, and I'm going to pour it out for my homies. And we're going to see, pouring that out for checkers. Oh, shit. And we see it rolls up. But my favorite part, that's vodka now. Congratulations. So, follow me. Let's see what's in the cap. You guys coming in, we'll see immediately. You can lean out really far if you'd like, always an option. You guys are looking at me, and I bet you notice it, right? I look almost identical to Kate Winslet. Oh, my finger. Whoa! Oh, he's a vampire. Yes, yes. Spider-Man works minimum wage in Santa Cruz, California. So, let's do this. I like doing that one. And I stick to the wall and shoot my webs out. So, you guys, enjoy yourselves. Is basically the first demonstration ever that the mystery spot made. And we'll go all the way out just so you don't have to look at my booty for 10 minutes. All right, so this thing, I know, I haven't got any Venmos. All right, so this thing's pretty cool right here because this side right here seems like it's the higher side. And let me preface this by saying what I'm about to say is actually not mysterious. This is lower and this is higher. So I'm gonna roll this up this way. And you will see that a lot like the board of mystery, it appears to roll to the higher side. But in this case, there is something interesting going on. I put that down and you can see that bubble favors the higher side, right? This side is measurably higher, unlike the board of mystery, which read level. So that's what's different here. Our level, I guess you could say, our level is telling us the truth, that that side is higher. Now, why does this look like it's actually higher when it's lower? That's because of the hillside. The hillside is this really, intense grade, and we've built the bench up, so that's naturally kind of makes it look higher. But the real mystery is what happens when we line some people up here. AT&T signal, it looks nice, but I'm sponsored by Cricket, and this needs to look flat, like there's no signal at all. So we're gonna have you two on the very end switch, and then you two in the middle. We'll have you in the party pooper? Yes, you all the way down. Now let's see how we do. Oh my God! Whoa! Whoa! You've grown so much. You've grown in height. You've grown in smile.
Say hi to Mamiya. He gave that to you. Say hi.